Okay, picture this. You're staring at a completely blank screen. Your phone is right there in your hand. You absolutely know you need to be marketing your local service business today, but the million-dollar question just keeps echoing in your head. What content should I actually post? Do you just post a picture of your truck again? Do you write some boring, long-winded essay about your services that, let's be honest, nobody is going to read? I hear you. It is arguably the single biggest frustration for local business owners who really just want to get out there, do the work, and serve their customers.
And well, here is the harsh truth that we really need to confront right out of the gate. Committing what I like to call random acts of content completely fails to build a real business. Most service businesses post completely random things at totally random intervals, and frankly, that is just not a strategy. It doesn't actually guide a prospect through any kind of logical customer journey. It's really just noise.
So welcome to The Explainer. I am absolutely thrilled to have you here because today we're taking that blank screen anxiety and transforming it into a masterfully engineered machine. We are unpacking the complete local business content playbook. We're going to take all the guesswork out of your marketing and give you a highly structured, step-by-step action plan to dominate local search and build an inbound lead system that practically runs itself. Let's get into it.
So, here's our roadmap for The Explainer today. First, the biggest mistake. Second, compounding content. Third, pillars and clusters. Fourth, the FAQ guide. Fifth, repurposing systems. And finally, what to post now.
All right, section 1, the biggest mistake. Let's just imagine the typical posting schedule for a local pressure washing company. Day 1, they post a cool before and after photo. Great. But then day 4 is a generic holiday graphic. Day 10 is an inspirational quote. And then complete silence for 3 weeks. They just completely killed all their momentum. Now contrast that chaotic approach with a truly intentional customer journey. You identify a very specific problem the customer actually notices. You answer their research questions, you discuss solutions, and you build real trust by showing exactly how you solved this exact problem for someone else right in their town. You link it all together. See the difference? That is a journey.
Moving right along to section 2, compounding content.
Okay, we need to bust a massive myth right now. The biggest or absolute best business in your town does not automatically win the internet. The businesses that are winning SEO and pulling in all those juicy inbound leads usually aren't better at their trade, they are simply better publishers. The company that publishes more genuinely useful content increases their visibility, they develop a highly recognizable brand, and they stay top of mind. So by the time the customer actually needs the service, all you have to do is answer the phone.
And here's exactly why being a publisher is practically a superpower. Content compounds over time. Think about it like a snowball. You post one great piece of content. In month 1, maybe it gets, 20 visits. Month 2, it gets 40. Month 6, it's pulling in 100 visits entirely on its own. Now imagine posting a really useful blog or video every single week. Eventually, you capture hundreds of rankings, thousands of monthly visits, and recurring leads. The real tragedy here is that most businesses just give up in month 1 or 2, right before that compounding magic actually starts. Consistent publishers literally always dominate local search.
Okay, section 3, pillars and clusters. Let's lay down the foundation first. Content pillars are your absolute core business themes. Think of them as the main overarching categories your company desperately wants to be the authority on. If you're that pressure washing company we talked about, your pillars might be house washing, roof cleaning, and commercial washing. Or if you're a real estate agent, your pillars could be buying a home, financing, and local neighborhoods. These pillars organize your entire strategy so that absolutely every piece of content has a clear home.
Now, once you have your pillars locked in, you build out what are called topic clusters. These are connected content ecosystems that support those main pillars. Instead of just throwing up isolated, lonely blog posts that Google completely ignores, you group them together. This is absolutely crucial because topic clusters prove to search engines that you have serious topical depth. And honestly, this is the exact secret of how a small, local 5-person business can totally outrank massive national corporate competitors.
Let's look at how this actually plays out in the real world. Say your main pillar is roof cleaning. Your cluster topics branching off of that would be highly specific articles or videos on things like how roof cleaning works, does it damage shingles, soft washing versus pressure washing, and moss removal explained. Do you see how perfectly this blankets the entire topic? If a customer in your town is researching their dirty roof, Google looks at your site and sees you as the ultimate local authority because you've mapped out the entire ecosystem of their specific problem.
Which brings us nicely to section 4, the FAQ guide.
When it comes to local businesses, the absolute best content directly influences buying decisions. You need educational content, answering basic things like what even causes roof stains. You need local SEO content, where you're literally naming your city, like pool cleaning in Summerlin. You absolutely must have case studies featuring high-quality before and after photos, sharing the initial problem, walking through your process, and showing off the measurable results. And finally, revenue-focused blogging. These are those high-conversion search terms like best time to replace a roof, and they're specifically designed to catch buyers right when they literally have their credit cards out.
But listen, if you want the absolute highest return on your time, you need an FAQ system. FAQs are probably one of the most underused assets in local marketing, and they rank surprisingly well because they perfectly match exactly how real humans search the internet. So here is your step-by-step playbook. Step 1. Just take out your smartphone and record a quick video answering one single common customer question, something like, will pressure washing damage my concrete? Step 2. Use software to transcribe that video into text. Step 3. Post the video to YouTube, TikTok, and your socials. Step 4. Put the text and the video directly on your website. And Step 5. Add a clear call to action leading them to even more FAQs. Boom! You just dominated 5 platforms with about 5 minutes of work, proving to your customers that you are the transparent, helpful expert they can trust.
All right, Section 5. Repurposing systems.
First things first, let me take a massive weight off your shoulders right now. You do not need a fancy camera. You do not need hours of complex editing. Raw, authentic cell phone footage of job walkthroughs, process breakdowns, and simple mistake prevention tips works incredibly well. Seeing your company actually in action builds trust so much faster than just reading plain words on a page. So just pull out your phone, speak naturally and clearly, explain exactly what you're doing, and post it consistently.
And here's where it gets really fun. Once you have that single piece of content, say a simple blog post or that quick video you just shot, you blast it through a repurposing system. One piece of content should absolutely never just live in one place. By using AI tools like Notebook LM, you can take that one single blog post and instantly splinter it, turn it into a YouTube script, slice it into Facebook and Instagram Reels, draft an email newsletter, pull out bite-sized FAQ snippets, and make a post for your Google business profile. This dramatically increases your output without dramatically increasing your workload. That, my friends, is leverage.
And finally, the home stretch. Section 6, what to post now.
If you are sitting there still a little unsure of exactly where to begin, I want you to take a quick screenshot of this rapid-fire list. Start publishing pricing content. People always want to know what things cost. Answer those buyer FAQs. Show off every single one of those before and after projects. Build out local service pages for your specific city. Write comparison articles like repairing versus replacing an AC unit. Honestly, if you just focus your energy entirely on this list, you're going to immediately outperform all those competitors who are still out there posting random holiday graphics with absolutely zero strategy.
I really want to anchor this entire explainer on one incredibly powerful truth. You aren't creating content just to have a busy-looking Facebook page. The goal is absolutely not more content. The goal is to build more trust. Good, useful content physically shortens the sales cycle. By answering their questions thoroughly and honestly, your customers actually trust you before they ever even pick up the phone to call you. It completely flips the dynamic of your entire business, from desperately chasing leads to eagerly welcoming ready buyers. So I'm going to leave you with this final provocative thought. The local businesses that will absolutely dominate your market tomorrow are the ones who are building their infrastructure today. So are you going to keep committing random acts of content, or are you going to start building your useful, search-driven library today? Stop guessing, structuring your knowledge, and go build that trust. Thank you so much for hanging out with me on this explainer, and I will see you next time.